This is how I start every video before I record.
Sheldon.
Hmm?
Sheldon.
Sheldon? What are you talking about?
Start the video.
YouTube, what is going on? Dunder here today. We're going to try a brand new series today. What we're going to call it, I think it's probably Breakfast with Ben. And basically what's going to happen is I'm going to eat my breakfast. It'll be a Monday morning thing just to, brighten up your Monday a little bit by watching me eat breakfast. Well, what's going to happen is while I eat my breakfast, I'm going to talk about a topic. It could be anything from Donald Trump to New Year's resolutions. Anyway, although I'm not going to do that at the same time. I'm not going to eat my breakfast and talk because that's kind of gross. So I'll take a spoonful, talk a little bit, Anyway. So, ironically enough, I had said somewhere from Donald Trump to New Year's resolutions. Surprise, that's going to be the topic for today's Breakfast with Ben. For starters, typically, I'm not really someone that does New Year's resolutions, but this year for 2016, I've set some goals for myself, which mostly pertain to YouTube. I'd like to get my, other than the ones that are already out, well, forget about those, I'd like to try and crack 150 views on one video by the end of the year. Right now, I think, other than the ones I already have up now, other than the ones that I uploaded previously, some of my first ones, I think I'm at 56 is the highest views. So I'm kind of aiming for about 100 more views on my videos. I know, that's actually 156, but anyway. Let's see, right now we're at 30 subscribers. Let's aim for 75 subscribers by the end of the year. I know that's really ambitious, but I'm hoping to take this a whole lot more seriously than I have, because I've realized quickly that it's not... to gain rapid progress is very difficult, and you really have to commit to it and really grind it out and stuff. So, anyway, so that's going to kind of be what... That's kind of my New Year's resolutions or whatever. Let me think. What else could we talk about here? So what are some of your guys' resolutions? I know a lot of people have lose weight, eat healthier, read more, things like that. But those are kind of the ones that always get broken. The New Year's resolutions that always get unresolutioned, if you will. After about 2 days. Anyway, so what are some of your guys' resolutions? I'd love to hear from you guys, whether you don't really set them, whether you set a bunch of them, whether you set goals instead of resolutions. Feel free to leave your resolutions or goals in the comments below, message me on Facebook, do whatever you want, tweet at me, you can do that too. I'll put the links to all of those things down in the description below so you guys can get back to me on what some of your resolutions are. And who knows, maybe in a couple of days, if I get enough, there'll be a video with some of the top resolutions that I heard. Alright, so it's a little bit off topic, but I got a story to tell you guys. So, a couple of videos ago, you guys would have seen a New Year's Eve video from a trip that my family took. And what was the other one that I was recording that night? Right, there was an epic Call of Duty supply drop unboxing fail. It was more of a rage video. I'll put the links in those in the description below as well for you guys to go back and see. So, as I was finishing recording the rage video, well, what I was hoping to be a good Call of Duty supply drop unboxing video and ended up just being a total rage video, I went upstairs, grabbed some cookies, went to curl up. Well, I tried to sleep first and couldn't just because I was so frustrated with myself. Anyway, so I went upstairs, grabbed some cookies, went to go curl up and watch some Netflix because it was late enough at that point that there was really not a whole lot of point in going back to sleep. Anyway, so I went upstairs to try and go watch some Netflix, and I finally got settled down under my warm blanket, my cookies, Netflix was on, ready to go. I can't remember what I was going to watch, but anyway, and I heard this little scratching coming from the wall, and I was like, that's weird, I wonder what that is. And then as I listened more closely, it sounded like it was coming from behind a cabinet in our basement. So I went over to investigate, and as I got closer, the sound got louder and louder, of course. And I thought it was literally, the scratching sound was coming from inside the house. So I checked behind, you know, we have a little dust thing down there. Anyway, so I checked behind that, there was nothing there, so I was like, I'm hearing things, I'm crazy, this is just a lack of sleep. I quickly realized that there was something inside the wall, which was quite frustrating. So what had happened was for a couple of weeks now we've had a squirrel living in, in the roof? In our garage, that's what it was. There was raccoons in our attic a while ago. But anyway, there was a squirrel living in our garage. I guess what had happened was the squirrel somehow made its way from the garage into the roof, down the floor, into the walls of the basement. Which is quite ironic. On the drive home from New Year's Eve, which again will be in the description down below, we actually found a mouse in our car. So my day that day was just infested with rodents. Back to resolutions. Some of my more resolution-y goals as opposed... Oh, less goals, more resolutions. You know, fix my eating stuff. It's not necessarily that I eat super unhealthy, although I do eat a lot of chips. But eat at breakfast, lunch, and supper, not eat all day long. There's that, there's fix my sleeping schedule. My sleeping schedule is absolutely atrocious. I wake up as the sun's going down and I go to sleep as the sun's coming up. I mean, that's a massive over-exaggeration, but it is quite atrocious. I go to bed at I end up falling asleep at 2, wake up way too late. So I gotta fix that. Let's see, what else? Keep my room clean, that'd be cool. Do laundry more frequently too. Clean socks are nice. Yeah, that's kinda it. Anyway, so this has been the first episode of Breakfast with Ben. I hope you guys enjoyed, and as always, this has been your boy Dunder, and we'll see you later. Guys, someone set a reminder in your phone. In a year's time, find this video, post it on Facebook, tag me in it, we'll check and see if I reached these goals.